all right. Let's get into it today. Your next installment, the next urgency meeting about resilience. Today's topic is called the universal superconscious heart. The universal superconscious heart. If you can reflect or reference previous podcasts, maybe, 20, 30, 40 ago, as far as episodes, I referenced several times the book called The Universal Subconscious Mind by Mr. U.S. Anderson. And I had pointed out in a couple of episodes about a journey I've been on for decades to address or answer this question, or this thought about thought. I want to know the essence of thought. Where does it come from? How does it start? How does it get formulated in the mind or the heart or the body? And then how does it come out as a gesture, a word, a song? Something comes out of this vessel called your body. I want to know where it comes from, but I could never find it until I came across that book by Mr. Anderson, The Universal Subconscious Mind. Superconscious mind. No, the universal subconscious mind. Then I found that answer. And when I read that, that book answered that decades-long question and also provided me with another daily perspective, daily instance, and proof of how I do not think. I only can observe. We don't think. We can only observe. We can only observe that constant stream of thoughts that also serve to remind me of awareness and exposure. And still, that's the one side. Next side is, what will I do with that? The action, the work. So that to me occurs in the mix of a meditation or prayer or sleep or conversation or driving somewhere. And in that time, that's time with that discussion with my pilot, with my higher self. And usually, as Mr. Anderson described it, that is that universal subconscious mind that is speaking to you and to me. And during that observation or observations like that, other thoughts appear to me to notice and to pursue. So even after reading his book and getting my questions somewhat answered or further refined, this observation came to me. Maybe not just a universal subconscious mind. I was going to reframe that for myself as the universal superconscious heart. As I said before, that repository, that source of life and love, where that common essence and spark ignites and provides light to you and to me. Your pilot light, similar to that gas stove analogy I put in the book. And I said that before at the beginning of this episode about the pilot. That pilot, really, I'm using that term to put a different aspect on my higher self, my guide, my Allah, my universal subconscious mind, my Buddha, my Zen, however you want to describe it for yourself. This came to me just now, recently. So perhaps that pilot light metaphor is not that too out there or too abstract. The pilot light, I'm only the co-pilot on this flight, on this journey, on this vessel that's speaking to you today. But I digress a bit. I want to go forward with the universal superconscious heart idea. I want to get to more the best of that. The universal subconscious or the universal superconscious and constant heart. How about that? getting even more into this, the universal, superconscious, and constant heart. I definitely respect the connect from Mr. U.S. Anderson with the universal subconscious mind. But with this caveat, I understand, to my early understanding, and briefly, that how he described it in his book, the universal subconscious mind does not waver or stray. It's constant. But even when I do connect and defer to that infinite perspective, my personal part of that connection with the universal subconscious mind is that my mind still does waver and stray to the next shiny or sexy thing out there. It does happen. But as that whisper of a thought, an idea, floats across my mental screen, that created thought presented to me, it may swallow me up to observe it and then hopefully to produce a different viewpoint and perspective. The universal, superconscious, or superconstant heart is what I'm trying to get to now. Not taking anything away from Mr. Anderson. I just want to reframe that connection of me to my pilot, you to yours. And with that clarity, that hopefully I'm transferring that to you today, is to guide you towards that reference, that new buoy, that new repository that you can put not just words to, but then put some personal connection to it as well. The universal superconscious or superconstant heart. To me, I'm trying to find a better word, but another reference, another pointer, another nudge, another soft shove to remember that commonality we have together, even though miles or continents apart, we still have that to share. Maybe not with you and I directly, maybe with me, with someone else, and somehow it gets to you. Similar for you. You share with somebody you don't know, someone you do know, and somebody comes back to meeting someone you never knew of before, yet you had this sudden, quote unquote, sudden inherent connection with someone that you question, how did I know this person now? It's from you. That universal, super constant heart. So instead of judging, resisting, or being attached, continue to love in you. So until the next time, stay current, stay present, stay productive. It's always a 20.